You need real user data to test your websites. A/B testing, getting users, this is all such a hassle. So we provide user data with no users.
But why would you care about optimizing your website? Previously, it would take a whole year to make a website. Now it takes just a single prompt with Claude Code. So if you want your product to be used by others, distribution is key. So where do we get this magical user data from? We use the Meta's newest model, Tribe V2. Let me walk you through the full pipeline. You start by typing in your URL, and we generate the video snippet of your website.
Then we take the screen recording and we encode it into Tribe V2. This is an fMRI model, and what it does is it gives us activation data from the brain and a 3D snippet. We take this data and we split it up into different brain sections. Those brain sections are correlated with emotions such as reward, disgust, anything which can cause friction or interest in a website. We take all of that, then we ship that data to Claude, and Claude will then generate a new UI HTML which you can download immediately, which has just been generated off of real brain data with no users. But that's not the best bit. We've actually used this pipeline to generate something which has never been made before. What we do is we then close the loop. We take this new HTML website, we take another screen recording of it, and we run it through the brain again, and we improve this website iteratively. Why is this so important? Why is it so novel? Because this is how Claude Code is so good. This is how coding models passed this benchmark of actually being useful. When he was able to run the code, when he was able to see the results. This was never possible with websites before. Lovable needs you to know what's right. You don't know what's right. User data is what's right. And so now we have ground truths. We know how a user would react to that. We have a ground truth and can iterate this to optimize a website step by step.
Let's test it on Paul Graham's notoriously bad website. Here we go.
So let's check the results. Well, as we said, there are 4 different emotions, and it's not too bad, apart from reward. Paul Graham's website isn't catchy enough, the reward's bad, and we have different parts of the brain affecting this. And so now let's go up and let's see what changes it made. Well, if I slide this here, what it did was it increased, we're taking small optimization steps here as it's going to run iteratively, and it's increased the size of the box, the size of the font, due to the fact that the reward is low. If another emotion was different, then another change would have been made. So we actually show causality between an emotion and the change made, which is incredible, because this is real brain data affecting real small iterative developments. And in the real demo, which we'll show if we're presenting, we'll show how this works with 5 iterations, 10 iterations, or even more if you run it overnight.